Bro, yo, you tuning into the Notion podcast. This your boy Dizzy D Spill here with my co-host in the building. Poe, hurry up, man.
Hey, if I'm
With my co-host in the building.
J-Rock.
With my co-host in the building.
J-Rock. Jelani Evans, how y'all doing, man? Live and direct.
You gonna plug your shit up?
Having a blessed day.
hey, I gotta know.
With my co-host in the building.
I'm here. I've been here the whole time.
All right, man. Set everything up, bro.
Who are you? Who is this guy?
Sorry for the aggression in the introduction, but
Who?
Chef Poe.
You don't even cook. Lies.
it don't say Poe on the JK
cap.
album.
Hell
It just say Poe on the album. Now, what is it? Is it Chef Poe, Al Poe?
It depends on
Farmer
what I'm doing
Poe.
that day. If I'm rapping,
So
it's
what are
Poe.
you doing today?
It's
Complaining
Farmer
about
Poe.
my equipment. I don't have cell phone stands and
I
selfie
was
sticks.
asking if you.
Hello,
had,
guys. I hope
I
all
assumed
is
you-
well with you guys out there.
I turned this clockwise or what?
Peace and
choosing
blessings.
violence today. You complaining about equipment that you don't know how to use.
No, I didn't complain. I was asking if it was where it was at because I knew you had it.
So how you guys doing today?
It's always niggas that's wearing lavender.
This is actually the color lavender.
That's what he said.
But you know, some niggas try to be funny sometimes.
Hey, can we be cool on the nigga intake?
Oh, you know what? I'm feeling that. I was listening to the last podcast. I've been actually. It's difficult to get out of my system, but I wholeheartedly agree and have agreed with that point for sure that Jelani made on that podcast.
Well, nigga, can you hurry up?
We need somebody to bleep, bleep, bleep.
I'll do it.
I'm ready. I'm here. Oh, you waiting on my phone?
I mean,
We just waiting on you to be.
I'm here. I'm here, man. I'm here. Y'all do your thing, man.
anyways, man. How's things been going, Jelani?
Great. You know,
While he get ready,
just chilling, enjoying
Chilling.
life. You know,
smart water, smart man.
man.
All right,
Somebody gotta be.
Poe, how you living, bro? Got some.
By myself and my kids. I mean,
Yeah. Not
Nah, I
where.
thought you was- oh.
Not where you're
my
living.
bad.
How?
My bad.
Yo, this ain't Tinder, man.
Hey, my bad.
Yeah.
Lot on my mind. Nah, I'm good. I'm I'm in
good?
high spirits, brother.
That's good,
High
man.
spirits, man. High spirits.
I see the garden is flourishing, bro. I like to see that.
That's all I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, man. I'm happy to be in that space.
That's what I'm happy. I'm happy that you're there, bro. Still got to make my trip over there. So
Yeah, I'm actually I'm doing a lot more than just the like vegetables and fruits and stuff. So, like I said, I'm doing like a lot of wildflower.
So you getting
flowers.
ready for Mother's Day is what you're saying?
Hey, Mother's Day been popping off at the house when I get the flowers out there, you know what I mean, and put them the little bundle together.
Okay.
Like it's been
Anyway,
nice.
Spill, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, bro.
Jesus Christ.
He said it's.
But you
been
know, like I
popping.
was saying,
Yeah, I was waiting for you to land your plane.
no, my at the I've been doing a lot of cover crops and shit. So
Okay.
I've been,
A lot of what?
Cover crops. So these are like things that you can put in your garden to help nourish the dirt and soil and all that. So clean
Respect
it up.
it.
Yeah, it's gonna look nice back there.
Respect it.
You good, Spill?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Figure I dust off some more dope apparel that I'll wear. You know what I'm saying, from the brand. I see you killing it. I feel like we all kind of killing it today with different different ways and styles of fashion, man. So I definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But how you been, bro? You know what I'm saying? I think things have been going well. You know what I mean?
Man. I'm real
Unbothered?
relaxed these days. Oh,
Unbothered?
definitely unbothered, bro. Like, what is there to be bothered about?
Oh man, well let me turn my shit up.
Yeah, talk to me because I'm casual. Things are good.
You know what? I wouldn't say that there's anything for us to be bothered about, but I have to address something.
Oh, let's hear it.
So like it's Women's Month, if correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Women's History Month. And so I find it ironic that certain women that are considered influential to certain women have been really triggering women and really like they really just, it's been like a Royal Rumble right now, right? So the controversial thing of what Kim Kardashian said, which I thought was hilarious, where she said that it just seems like today nobody wants to work, get your ass up and work, and a lot of women and a lot of moms were like, whoa, what's that about? And they went in. But what I found funny about it was like, just a few weeks ago, I was defending her because she was going through all the stuff she was going through in her marriage, and then when she told y'all to get y'all asses up to work, now it's mind your business.
Well, couple of things. First, also, this is, like you said, Women's History Month.
Yeah.
I think International Women's Day was on the 8th of March, and so it's been kind of a big month for women.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. So there's that, but I think it's the contradictory aspect of it, because the person that was telling them to get their asses up and work has never really done any work. Matter of fact, the reason that she is famous because she was somebody else's work in a video.
True.
And so after that, she caught wave and became big and found out who she was, and all of that tumbled into what it is.
Really, the management from her mother.
And then on top of that, it's just like with anything that she have or her name is on, is she really the person doing the work for it, or does she have a team to do that work for her, and she's just the face of these companies?
My opinion, I would go with number 2.
Okay, then, so if that being the case, right, so you don't really get your ass up and work the way that you're telling other people to get their ass up and work. You're like born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and things have just worked in your favor, and it just kind of, happened for you.
It's I got 2 opinions on that. It's like, it's the right message, wrong messenger. But also, I do believe that even though she was most definitely handed everything, in order to maintain that, some sort of work has to be put behind it, whether you have a team and have to manage that team, or you have to select the right team, or whatever it is. I believe there does have to be some work put into that.
Yeah, you have to show up.
I mean, I can't say I know personally how much work she actually has or hasn't done.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not saying it like that, but what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, what she could have said is, yes, I was handed my position, but it took me a lot of work to maintain it. She could have said that perhaps, and then it would not have been received the.
I don't think it would have mattered.
She's gonna get something. You're gonna get something regardless, but I don't think that it would have been deemed as offensive to tell people to get up off their ass. Just say, I got handed this, but I know that it takes a lot of work. You can talk about yourself and deliver the message without saying you are to put it off on other people. And the message could kind of be the same, but it's in the way that she delivered it. She's telling other people who are not as fortunate and who fucking work hard as hell, who just don't get the opportunity.
Yeah, like you said, man, right message, wrong messenger. Exactly. On the same breath, I don't feel like is even something that needs to be said to the working person, to that, because the average person is working. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. It's like, your message was to your supporters, but your supporters work 9 to 5 to be able to support you. And so for you to make that statement, you got us fucked up. You see what I'm saying?
Let's go even deeper. With her disconnect from the average people of America, how do you know that people these days don't want to work?
Well, see,
are you talking about the people that you're around who are privileged? And
I think that's why she got the backlash, because she's like, you're saying, people don't want to work. They don't want to get their ass up and work. And so what Jelani was saying is, it's like, well, you're not known for getting it out the mud. Like, kind of like how we're all, I would like to say that we're kind of speculating, but we all know for sure, because we see so many people put in the work that are on that level, and we've seen the step process, and we've seen how these people are known, right?
Like, like Poe said, like, it's not to discredit her, then like she don't work at all. She just, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, think about anybody that you know, like, it's usually 9 to 5s, and even if it's not a 9 to 5, it's a daily grind, you know what I'm saying, just to maintain and make things happen to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like her, like, bro, she's has a show, and on the show they be arguing about clothes and
Well, that's what I'm saying.
you know what
We've
I'm saying? Like,
seen
it's just like
we've seen people like, for example, in the things that we're familiar with, the culture that we're familiar with, we've seen like Master P get it out the mud, or we've seen like Dr. Dre and NWA. Like, so we have examples where we've looked at the documentaries and seen the things that's happened. But let's keep it a buck. We know that this person got popular off of a sex tape. Now, I will say that they influenced many people to do sex tapes thinking that they were going to get the same results. You know what I mean? But that led to getting the attention and getting access,
I mean, you
to
know,
things.
part of it being who her mom and her father was.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there were a lot of elements that played a part,
Mm-hmm.
but even those elements within itself isn't normal.
Right.
You know, it's not the average
Yeah.
for everybody.
Not
you know,
everybody's
so-
mother or father was a lawyer and was best friends with one of the greatest running backs in the NFL before allegedly murdering their spouse. And then they didn't go to school. You know, we didn't go to school with a whole bunch of people that come from generational wealth. So
It's- you know what I'm
making that statement, you're talking to the people, like you said, that are lining your pockets up for you to be able to even be on camera to make a statement like that in the first place. So it was just interesting because it was, you know, you just see that little cat fight, and, you know, you have that, and then you also have certain women that probably agree with her that's not even living her lifestyle either. So I found that interesting too. Seeing
Right, you guys do need to get up and work.
Yeah.
She's laying on her ass.
in the comment section, right? So I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, man, the women, man, they having a hard time this month with that. And then, because I didn't want to harp on that too much.
No, man. Shout out to the women. That's none of my business.
Yeah. So check this out, right? So then recently, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Drea.
Yeah.
So she got on Twitter and she said, hey, I want some, she said, for my scammers and scamettes or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
You
this.
heard about that.
Mhm.
And she said, I have some questions. Was it about, I think it was about PPP loans or
Yeah, she
SBA loans
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
And I have some questions like, when you get the loan, like how long do you have to pay the loan back? I can't wait to land my plane with him because I like his facial expressions when shit like this happen. And she says, so I when you get the loan, how long do you have to pay those loans back? And are those loans on your are they on your personal credit? And what happens if you don't pay the loan back? Because I want to get this information for this workshop I'm coming out with.
My nigga, take your ass to jail, bro. Go to jail. Now, you can get, by the time you're done doing your time, it may be another summer. Like, just do it now. So that way you get it out the way.
What's on your mind, Jelani?
What happens if you don't give the money back?
I'm trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm really trying to make sense of it right now because none of it adds up.
Oh, it doesn't.
None of it adds up.
Yep.
She doing a workshop.
Why does anybody go to Twitter for anything more than entertainment?
Bro, some of her classmates was like, I've learned a lot about these loans from this post because there's all kinds of accountants and lawyers and stuff that's giving information. And the reason why that person said that was because people was basically dragging her ass. Like, you really came to Twitter to get some information and you're going to then put this in a workshop?
Hold on.
Bruh,
If you
that's why I'm like, yo, for real?
call your lawyer and ask them how much time they can negotiate.
I'm glad you said that because somebody got at her. It was like, wait, you don't know what to do?
I'm not even talking about the money.
Uh-huh.
Call the lawyer and ask how much how much time you can negotiate for admitting to being guilty. Just go ahead and do it now. If you say I'm guilty, how much time will they get? Because that's what you're doing.
She's incriminating herself.
What the fuck is she stupid?
I'm just trying to figure it out.
She got defensive with because she was responding to comments, right? And she's like, I just want to let you guys know I've never gotten a loan before. All of my money and I run multiple businesses, and all of my businesses have been started from a savings account, so I've never had to get a loan. So almost like excuse me for never having a loan. And I'm like, well, if
So
you have
why
a
you doing the
business,
workshop?
if you have a business period, then you should know that if you're really running a business, then most most likely a person like yourself has an LLC, and no, it wouldn't be on your personal credit. It would be on your business credit for starters.
Transfer.
You know what I'm saying? Second, you don't get business loan offers. I mean, I get business loan offers and credit card offers and all that other stuff.
Why would you
and
not?
It tells you like the stipulations of the business. I'm just,
And you don't want to necessarily gamble with your own money all the time. What do you?
most
That's
bigger businesses
use someone else's money.
use someone else's money.
I'm still trying to make sense.
But
of
the
it.
thing that I'm confused about is
I'm confused about all of it. I don't. At least you're talking
why,
about one.
how
All
many
of it is
characters are on Twitter? You only get like
140. It doesn't matter.
So that's
No, they gave
Bro.
they give you more now.
Okay, bro. So like, okay, look though, right?
I'm just fucking here to make jokes, people.
No, let's start at the beginning because I'm really trying to understand this. So you make a post on Twitter inquiring about information that I would like to think a lot of it is public on those government websites.
When you do the loan, they tell you everything,
Right?
Yeah.
But wait though. No, I'm not. But I am going to be under the assumption I'm not gonna assume she has one.
Okay.
She's inquiring, right?
Mhm.
She's inquiring without any knowledge.
Right.
She want to help the people.
Yeah, because this is for the
She's
webinar.
gonna do a workshop.
Yeah, webinar
Right.
workshop. Yeah.
The Zoom.
Okay, so now you guys are getting it. All right. So without having done one and wanting to do something to help the people,
Right.
she goes to
Kinda
the
reach
people
back.
Mhm.
to ask them about
How to help them.
without going to an actual government website that would have a lot of this information be public, correct?
No.
Correct?
She didn't ask. She asked the scammers. The scammers and the scamettes.
Well, again, like I said, she went and asked Twitter. She didn't go and do any.
No.
Googling or nothing.
And the thing about it is like this, right?
She didn't
If
ask.
you're going to ask people, why would you ask the scammers who have 100%, I guaranteed you, not done it the right way?
Them niggas are going to jail
Right.
by summer. Once
Right?
the government
They
finish-
haven't. So it's like,
So is she the informant?
but wait though. So when we backtrack it, you are looking to get information to help the people with a workshop,
Right.
but you're looking to obtain your information from the scammers and scamettes. Did I use that term correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. From the scammers and the scamettes on Twitter.
On Twitter though.
This doesn't sound like a solid workshop. I'm just like, yeah.
It's
I
finna
don't
turn
know.
it. It's finna turn into a work release program
I mean, hey,
after doing some time.
They're all
wherever they're
to
going to
jail.
share the information.
Once
they'll be
Biden and
together.
them finish giving out the rest of them checks, and they coming for you niggas. Son. Summertime, believe me, it's gonna be quiet. It's gonna be quiet.
Bruh. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion. I'm
Hey,
still trying to.
We
make
know
sense.
Drea from reality TV, right?
Yeah, Dr. Drea go crazy right now.
Yeah.
And
Again, this is okay, it's Women's Month. And there should be we need some better representation. It's a better
well, see, there is better
influence.
representation. That's just that's it's like the gossip out there.
But see, okay, even though that's gossip, I think the thing with me that stuck out is like we are people that actually have businesses, right?
Yes.
And so to have somebody that has, I'm just going to be transparent, a bigger platform than us, allegedly has multiple businesses, and you're getting ready to create a workshop where it's really giving the impression that it is about to be the blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, was this for clout? Was this to go viral?
That's what I'm sitting. As I'm,
You know what I'm
thinking about it,
saying?
I'm thinking, to be honest, I would think that would be so funny to actually write it to be funny. But it's hard to determine whether or not she's the type of person.
Nah, bro.
To make
She was
jokes.
responding she was responding to people like, "Yo, I got a savings account. Like I never got a loan before, and
that would be
I have ran businesses." And I'm just, it was that. I'm gonna be honest. When I seen that response, because my wife sent it to me, and she was like, "Well, you have a business, and your friends, you guys have businesses. How do you feel about this?"
That's embarrassing.
And I was looking at it like, if you have a legit business, there are steps that you follow. Even something as simple as asking a question like, is this go on your personal credit or not, right? This is now stepping outside of just how you get the loan.
Right.
Well, if you have a business and you have a tax ID or EIN, that is your business social security card or social security number.
Right.
So therefore, the transactions that you should be making regarding your business should be under that EIN.
Correct. Not your name.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you have multiple businesses, like you say you do, you should have that, and that question should be answered. So now it seems like you're lying.
Of course she is.
You know what I'm saying? And the problem I have with that is that there are people that probably really do see you as an entrepreneur, somebody that may have some information for them,
right,
or maybe trying to follow what you do, because that is a thing.
Yeah.
Right now, it's about trends and following and staying in the mix. Right. And you put that kind of shit out there, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a little selfish of her in a way that because I don't really give a fuck. But I would say, if we just discuss it and give my opinion,
yeah,
it's a selfish thing in a way, because you are leading your fans in the wrong direction.
Right.
Now it could be like, well, she can say whatever she wants to say. She has the
that's when it turns into some other bullshit.
She can say what.
Yeah.
But if you're and honestly, not even your fans, your supporters are the ones who are going to be left in the negative.
Right.
If they happen to use the information that you put out.
You done told your classmates the wrong answer. It's 2 + 2. You told everybody it was fucking 6.
Got a F on their test,
and everybody's copying off your test.
Right. So those are your supporters.
Then the teacher say the highest fucking test score was a 38.
And then now she got to do the motherfucking, what's that scale thing?
If it's a curve, everybody still fails.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even
not
on the
me,
curve, bro.
Not me, nigga. I ain't copying nobody. Nigga. I don't even believe you, niggas. That's when you got to look around like, oh, well, that's what you got to.
Come on, man. You got to work on the N word. You said that, man.
You're right,
it's
right,
people
man.
And brothers. Come on, Lavender P.
Hold on. I got a different one I was using.
That's Purple Poe till he get it right.
Nah. Hey, man, it's hard to get it out of my system, man.
How you feel about Purple Poe, man?
Nah, I like Lavender Poe.
Yeah, I bet.
Lavender Poe.
So Purple Poe it is.
LP, LP, man. Nah. Not no PP, man. It's LP.
Hey, whoa. Keep that to yourself.
It's LP.
Easy there, Turbo.
It's LP.
I don't know, man.
Anyways, this day in history, women's history, since it is that month, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, an American singer, songwriter, and guitarist, was born today in 1915. She was a pioneer in her guitar techniques. In fact, she was among the first popular recording artists to use heavy distortion on her electric guitar, presaging the rise of electric blues. It's kind of dope.
That's really dope. Like, that's really dope.
Romana Acosta Banuelos, the 34th treasurer of the United States and the first Hispanic person in that role, was born today in 1925. She was also owner of a multi-million-dollar business, Ramona's Mexican Food Products Incorporated.
That's fire.
To dope women in history, of ethnic backgrounds that really did some great things. Pioneers in both. You feel me? So
where'd you get that?
I actually just looked up Today in Women's History. There's actually a website called todayinwomenshistory.org where you can find all of that information.
Got it.
Yo, if you take us outside of it, because I already know what all of our answers are going to be, do you think men in general appreciate women enough?
No. According to them. And we'd have to listen to them and get out of be outside of ourselves.
And that's the thing about it. Like, you have to listen to if you ask that question, and if you're listening to women, right? No,
we don't.
Right.
And it's not us.
Right.
It's in general, like you say, like, nah, the level of appreciation is not there on the scale that it should be.
Okay. See, the reason why I know that that's a difficult question to answer is because I know that women naturally are more emotional. So
100%.
so it's real easy for them to feel unappreciated or not really feel special. And a lot of times it might not even have anything to do with you. And they might be projecting to you because you're the closest person around. So that's why I asked that question, because you could do everything right in the day, but because you didn't remember that this was a significant day for whatever reason, or you may have got a little irritated with her that day, now she doesn't feel appreciated or loved, and therefore, so that's why I feel like it's a hard, you know what I'm saying? That's a hard one.
That's almost a more in the moment type thing.
Yeah.
Not overall though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in those instances, you have to let them express themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the thing about it is, like, you can't tell somebody else how they feel.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, like, when you say something, you can mean for it to come out one way, but that doesn't mean that it's taken in the same spirit that it's given or it came across that way.
Yeah.
And so if they are affected or feel some way by that or whatever the case may be, you have to actually acknowledge that from their perspective. Those are their feelings. You can say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that in itself is,
I try not to do that, and I've been guilty in the past, but I've tried not to, tell somebody how they feel, mainly my wife or, a woman that I've been close to. And I always try to go back and say, like, yo, you have to try to separate the difference between what you feel and what's real. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard for people in general. I don't think that's just a women thing. You know what I'm saying? But I can see, now I will say this, I can see how the majority of women do feel unappreciated, though. I can see how they can feel that way at times.
And I think the reason that we have an argument against that as men is because women want to be appreciated in a certain way.
Yeah.
And we feel as though we are showing our appreciation in the way that we as men show it. And we don't realize that that is not how they want to be appreciated. And I think the argument comes in as showing, like, so oftentimes is, well, I do this, and that. And then she's going to say whatever she's going to say. And there's going to be that kind of back and forth. And it's usually because it's not that you aren't appreciated, or maybe you don't get acknowledged for the things that you are doing, but she just is like, nah, I want this.
And when I operate on two different frequencies.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's usually like, logic and emotion. So we will mess up because we'll be thinking logic.
Right.
Like, that don't make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not always about it making sense. It's about feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be telling people, like, emotions are such a touchy thing because they don't make sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, think about emotions for a minute. They don't make sense. Like, there's a reason there's a saying that say feel some type of way, because sometimes you'll be having these feelings or you'll be in a mood and there's not really a way to explain how I feel, but that's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
Or that
I feel some type of way.
Or you have a mood.
I feel like that's the paradox to what you said before on the episode, where you say, like, women want to be right and men want to be understood.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said I feel like that's kind of a paradox to that is because within that wanting to be right, it's like, yo, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't about, like, anything else. This is how I feel, and you're kind of coming at me like I'm wrong for feeling that way. So now I got to prove that I have a right to feel this way. That's crazy, right?
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense. It just don't make sense when we mad and arguing.
Well, nah, of course not.
Because the emotions,
the
right?
thing about it is, like, when you look more to be understood, but you also look to understand, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being right.
Yeah.
It's about understanding how they're feeling.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? When you understand how they're feeling, then you can understand how you might have came across.
What do you do if you
wrong
still
way.
not? What do you do? Okay, so what do you do about the ones that ain't really good at communicating that?
But see, you got to be able to read, because there's body language, right?
That's very true.
Facial expressions.
Yep.
There's energy.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. Yeah.
So you can't go just based off of the words, because there are instances where nobody wants to talk.
So in other words, you got to raise your standards as well too, to be like, you know what, I need to pay attention.
Well, not so much standards, but your senses.
Yeah.
You got to be open. You know what I'm saying? You have to really pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult.
This nigga Jelani
In
about
the
to get
beginning-
120,000 women followers. Watch.
In the beginning.
I think it's more difficult the longer you go on. Like in the beginning, it's very easy for me. It's much more difficult later in the game.
Really?
You to understand the field? Yeah.
To understand that person. I am way more open to understanding you in the beginning. But the later in the game, I probably will not be able to understand you if we're at that point.
That's crazy. Cause like, how? Why? What?
How can I explain it? So,
Mike 3.
I'm able to put my guard down on a lot of my, I would say, ways or traits or things that I may be willing to take and things that I'm not willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
My guard is down on that one. I'm okay with things. Some things aren't going to bother me. I'm not going to feel like one thing that I may have let go in the beginning, I may not want to let it go now because now it's irritating me and it's bothering me. So it's kind of like a thing of, if there's an issue in the beginning, I can let those things go and it won't affect me at all. But if that issue occurs later in the game, then it's all different.
You know what that
understand
sounds
how
like?
backwards that is? Go ahead.
That sounds like you suppress it because of the bliss. Like you're in bliss because you're excited, it's new, it's fresh, and you know what? Yeah, man, you did in my car, but I love you. You know what I'm saying? You bad, right? And then like, you know, maybe 2.5 years later, when you know some more of your shit get fucked up, and then your car got another dent, it's like, yo, you fucking shit up and you adding dents? Nah, you know what I'm saying? But because it's I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Something like that, but it's kind of like the issues. If there's an issue in the relationship,
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure most of us can say I'm not putting up with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's some things that I'm like are just gonna irritate me and bother me, and it's gonna create something.
So the newness wears off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's like it don't matter you and it don't bother you in the beginning, but later on it will.
So check it out.
Because of an issue. Not
So
necessarily
why
just because it's late in the game.
So why does it? I guess that's the best thing I could ask is why would it bother you later instead? Like, why wouldn't it bother you in the beginning, but it bother you later? Is it because that's why I said it sounds like it's suppressed because of the bliss.
I wouldn't say suppressed. It's not something that because I'm not passive.
Okay.
It's if anything happen in the relationship where the relationship is rocky, then it's just like it's certain things that may, and it's sometimes it may be if that thing persists.
Okay. So
If
you're
it
like, you know what, I ain't
persists.
tripping, but then if it becomes a
And,
thing
yeah, it's easier
over
to
and over and
resolve.
over again, I was like, you know what, I let it slide before,
just
but
tired
now I
of
know
it.
this a habit.
Now I'm tired of dealing with it.
Yeah, I feel like though if you don't address it in the beginning, you give way for it to happen.
Yeah, but you can address things in the beginning, but it depends on what the thing is that's bothering you. So it could be a person's characteristic or traits of them that they just can't not. Get rid
Okay,
of.
so
or
you're-
it may be an issue that they want to, that you don't feel is an issue, but you can let it go because they have an issue with it and you can talk about it. But back to where we don't understand, there's certain things that you're like, okay, I can kind of understand. But now it's like, I don't understand that shit no more. I gave you a chance and I was like, I was feeling it. But now I'm like, I don't get it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, I don't say that. But it's kind of, I don't know how to like pinpoint it.
No, I get it.
But I've had that experience. And also, I've lived with the women. It's a total different thing when you live with them for years at
Yeah, I know a little something about
that.
that.
It's different than like just being in a relationship and then, seeing each other.
Nah, you don't like each other all the time.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. When
Yeah,
it
you
gets
don't,
to
you
that
don't like
point,
each other all the time. My wife
Yeah,
don't like me all the time.
It's, yeah.
If she was sitting right here, she'd be looking at me stupid, but
Exactly.
she don't like me all the time. I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think it is.
I know. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just acknowledging a shortcoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so, you You got. Hey, he's acknowledging it, Jelani.
Yeah. I mean, it's the truth. I mean,
It's the truth.
it's not like
Yeah.
To me, it's odd for things to bother me in the beginning of meeting. It's in my relationships with anyone, whether it's a intimate relationship or a friendship with a person. It's kind of I feel the same where I'm like.
It's like we meet and we cool and like he ain't shit, but we cool. But
nah, it
the
ain't.
nigga
It's
keep
not
not being shit.
See,
You know what?
I
Bro,
think
you just really ain't shit, bro.
I think what you're thinking of is to an extreme of saying it's not shit. So for me, it could be. I can't pinpoint the things because there's various different things that, and it could be a conversation, it could be a topic, it could be something that personally bothers them, or
To me, it makes
Like,
sense.
all kinds of
It just
different
sounds
things.
like time, bro.
yeah.
It sounds like the more time you spend with a person, but this is why I think, the wise people before us would tell us things like, yo, take your time, take baby steps, really get to know a person, really get to know each other, because in the beginning it might be cool, and then later on you get to this point and all that shit that you said was all right is not all right. Like, I don't appreciate you drinking out my Gatorade. I don't appreciate, you know what I'm saying, who you ain't even put no gas back in the car and you took the car all day. Like, shit that you were like, oh, it's okay. I'm not tripping.
They'll learn. They'll get better.
Yeah.
Some
get
of
better.
those issues don't come up until you live with a person.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then you're gonna
Like, damn it, you know what? You never put the cap back on a toothpaste. It's always hard when I get it. And I'm tired of that. All right? Come get you your own damn toothpaste. We're not going to do this.
It could be certain things like that.
Yeah, it could be.
You been using my loofah?
I nigga-
You know what? I can't.
Tell me.
Ooh, I can't take
It could
this no
be-
more.
Once now that we're like, we might be on the rocks of the relationship.
Yo, what's your biggest
Yo,
pet
put the
peeve?
cap back on that motherfucking toothpaste.
See,
my
I
nigga.
told
That's your biggest pet peeve? The cap on the toothpaste?
Nah, I don't care about that.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve, dog, is leaving your mess.
Okay. I understand where that comes from too.
Went to use the bathroom. I stepped on your toenails. You need to clean them shits up.
Nah, I mean, it's like, it's more of,
Nah,
I
clothing.
just cleaned up.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
I come
yeah.
back in here, I don't mind, like, but it seems like you're disregarding the fact that I just cleaned up in here and there's milk stains on the table. Can someone handle that?
So you got them just leave cereal on the table like that and a bowl in the sink. I just wash dishes.
Yeah.
I like no lies. Like the sponge is still wet.
And
Yeah.
I don't mind because I'm going to clean it.
Nah,
I'm going to clean it up anyway. But if it just seems like you're just doing it because you know I'm going to clean it up.
Huh?
He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he
You're
got
like,
it.
Nah. He got it. Nah. But
Not even gonna use a coaster.
mind you, I guarantee you.
Living on the edge today.
I guarantee you, it's some shit that they can say.
I'm gonna take the top off and
I
not even
can't
use it.
stand this nigga,
Yeah.
this brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel it though. I can see that. I can see that.
But see,
I'm
I
OCD, so-
understand that too, because sometimes that's just the way we were wired. That's the way we were brought up a lot of times, because that's how I am about shit. I like shit straightened up, and I like a system and a flow. Okay, sometimes you might fall off a little bit and it might just be a rough moment, but let's get back,
Yeah, it's
let's correct. If we don't correct, why are we not correcting? What the fuck is this?
You get
Hey,
what
man.
I'm saying, right? Yo. Hey.
Now I feel like you don't hear me. Hey, yo.
Yeah, I got to use my bass. Hey, man, check it out.
And that's when you got to text them or send a screenshot of it.
So this what
You
we
send
doing
the
now.
photo?
This what we
Is
doing
this
now?
yours?
This is where we at. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to start it off like, I feel like don't
We need to
nobody
talk when you
just-
come home.
Yeah.
Just send a picture.
No, don't. That's a pet peeve of mine. Okay. Don't ever text me, can we talk?
We talking right now.
Right.
What? I'm at work and you're asking me, can we
I can't
talk?
stand that. I can't stand that.
I'm now
Yeah,
stressed.
I ain't gonna.
have
I
to
don't
leave
like
work.
that. It's not even stress. I just don't like that. If you're not gonna talk about it right now, don't address.
Don't address it.
Don't talk about a conversation for later.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. No, we're gonna address it now, or you can leave.
But
We
they
need to-
never want
Man.
to talk about good things when they say they want to talk to you, though.
Yo, check this out.
It's never
Yo,
anything good.
I really appreciate that, because I have never been in a position where they're like, yo, we need to talk. When
I'm taking you on.
when we get home, we
Hawaii.
need to talk a little bit later. And then you get on the phone and it's like, what's good? So I've been really thinking and I wanted to get you something and I've been working hard. It's never that. It's
No.
so I just been feeling like
It's things
lately.
we gotta work
You
on.
want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? I've experienced that a few times.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Let's
Like,
turn you up, bro. What are you?
No,
Green?
like it'd be like, like we need to talk, and I'm like,
Bro, tell us. What does it feel like?
like you know. All right, so you know when you hear that, when you get that, and you know what your response is.
Indulge.
It's a response.
I'm used to having to take a trip to Planned Parenthood after
I need
that.
to be clear for this, right? When you get that message, or that it's usually a hesitated okay, or a what's up, or
Yeah.
a what's going on, right?
Right.
And it's like I would respond like that, because I'm like, here we go, you know. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's up? And then I instantly get a message back. Oh, it's nothing bad, and that like just alleviates everything.
Nah,
After that, I don't
nope.
care what the conversation is about, and I've had that happen a few times. It's just like it's just I don't know why that's always their setup, but I've had it be the setup and it not be bad.
Bro, I live at home with you. Why are you texting me saying, "Can we talk when you get home"?
Just to put you on notice.
So I can be unproductive at work.
Yeah.
Now
Now you.
I'm at the computer work. What the fuck she got to talk about? Did she find my? Did she see? Did she
See
go on the
some
internet and
shit?
see my
Did I
porns?
delete everything?
Did she see my?
Man, let me go check her. Let me go check her. Let me go check her
I
page.
didn't clear my history.
Let me go check her page. Yo, what this mean?
Yeah, she on there on her.
Let me go see if
it's
she
going
retweeted
crazy.
anybody.
She got comments under her DM.
Why she say that on the shade room?
Let me see if she retweeted
about
anybody
me?
or anything.
And then her friend on the comment said, "Hit me later, girl." Now
You got
know
to
the
bait
comments-
shit out. Like, what do you think about eating tonight? Just to see the tone and the response and shit.
I'm not really hungry.
This is bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She don't want to eat?
Yo, this is bad. This is real bad.
Yeah, that's
And then you see a picture and she got a wine glass with the box of wines in it.
Yeah, y'all traumatized. That's
Yeah, we
horrible.
are, man. This sound like pink slip conversations.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's great.
Well, you see how shocked we were. We were like, wait,
Yeah, I know
what? You
both
got
of y'all.
surprised?
Like, yeah, it was.
I've
not
made
bad.
it a point in my relationships to say the one thing I will say in the beginning. Please don't text me to tell me we gotta talk. Just talk to me when you see me.
Say, hey, all right, I ain't got too many rules, but
you
this
pull-
one is right here at the top.
You pull the disclaimer paperwork out? Can you sign here, date
make
here,
sure-
and initial here, please?
It clean up all the spilled milk, my nigga.
Initial by all the highlighted, please.
Oh man, bro.
Yo, that shit is crazy,
That's
though, bro.
traumatizing,
man.
It is traumatizing,
That's
man.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like I ain't gonna lie.
You have a different experience of suspense.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
on more than one occasion.
Your heart goes like this. My heart goes like this.
Yeah.
Like now it's to the point now where it's like, yo, we need to talk, and I just be like, all right, bet.
Yeah, sounds good, man. That's
Like whatever. Like,
congratulations, dog.
Like, all right, bet.
You got the hand clap, applaud.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in here,
Yeah,
man.
man. Hit that, man.
Where's it at, bro?
Got to hit the hand clap
Find
for him.
it. It's somewhere here.
We gotta have the applause for my man.
Nah, bro. I think it's I don't think I have it in
Oh,
here.
man.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
gotta
get some.
find it
Yeah,
here.
we got.
Oh, yeah, it's right here, bro. Yeah, shout out to Jelani, bro.
There you
Yeah,
go, man.
First man in history, man. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah,
it's,
man.
It's definitely different. I will say that because I remember it's normally because it usually happen. It starts at home, right?
Uh-huh.
It be your parents when you talk when you get home or when you get out of
Yeah,
school.
you know what?
Or when you get home from school.
Yeah.
Or when I get home from work, we gonna talk.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh, what I did, like
Right.
your stomach
You start
drops,
getting tired.
right? All of a
Yeah.
sudden, you ain't got no appetite, right?
Yeah.
Now you feel sick, right? They come home, you laying down. Get your ass up. You know what you did. So it
trying to go to
starts.
sleep early.
Yeah, it starts at home. Like your
Yeah.
parents put that fear in you.
Yeah,
so
you're
then
right.
when you hear those words,
You're right.
we need to talk.
And
You're
it
like,
was
oh my
usually your
gosh.
mom.
Black households got us like
It's
this.
just your mom.
Well, you know, because pops don't talk too much. He just whoop your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like. You know, just get to, I just pull up and take me out, bro. I don't want to
maybe.
wait on it.
He be doing something. Just
You know what
smack
I'm
inside
saying?
the back of your head like, yeah, so
You don't even want it. You don't even want to
Oh.
over enjoy the rest of your day with the thoughts of forgetting and then being surprised later. So you on defense all day,
Bro.
Ain't nothing funny no more. Your ideas, your plans, your
All
future.
your friends and everybody, and don't let it be a Friday and you on the school bus and everybody
so look.
happy.
Everything around you
What's
just
wrong
goes
with you, bro?
black and white. Everything just goes gray for you. It just,
Yeah.
all I hear is familiar places. It just get dark for you, bro. You just like, man, when I get home, that's my ass. So what you gonna do this weekend?
bro.
Die.
The weekend is over. I see y'all on Monday. What you mean?
My parents are gonna kill me,
Bro.
Die.
That bus ride be slow. The walk or ride home is slow. It's
Bro.
like, yo, it's taking forever.
No, bro. I told you the time. My parents. Now I lived in I ended up moving to Oakland, but I was still going to school in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and my parents was working in the city, so it would be like times where it's like I gotta get on the ride home with both of them. And I hear somebody say, "Don't worry, we'll get them when we get home." Like what?
Yo, that's like, hey, that's like some shit from The Wire when they like, yo, don't ever show up to the party late.
What? Y'all gonna do what?
Like you're not even in the car. Forget him when he get home.
I'm right here.
Bro,
I can hear
they're
you.
about to
I'm
kill
still
me.
awake in the car.
They're about to kill me.
Me?
And then you see somebody look in the rear view. Yeah, don't worry, we'll get it when we get home. It's like, hold on. I think they have TV shows for this type of
A
situation.
break drop right there. You just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different type of smoke, dog.
So yeah, that's where it starts. I can see that. So there's,
I agree.
you know,
Hey,
there's no
I actually
experience of positivity.
appreciate you pointing that out, bro. I really do, because that makes a whole lot of sense. Like, yeah, I think we got trauma, man. We got to work on that.
Yeah,
But y'all women got to be more straight up, and y'all got to leave stuff out. Just
Yeah. And
wait till we get home.
happy Women's Appreciation. Happy
y'all
Women's
wildin'. Y'all wildin'.
No, see, we had to give the history.
Yeah.
That was the history.
Yeah, that's the history, man. We
Yeah.
still appreciate, but
It
you
came
know what?
full
We
circle.
still appreciate.
Came full circle.
Hey, we can't live without them, man.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? We
course not.
can't live without them.
Of course.
Sometimes we can't live with them either, but we can't
You
live
can't.
without them. Can't live without them.
I'll do just fine.
I'm finding out. I can't live with them.
I do just fine.
We can't live without them.
Ladies.
Bro, everything he said, they're so confused on his page right now whether we should I follow or should I unfollow? There's so many mixed signals.
That sounded so inviting.
I do just fine. I be chilling. Y'all be wilding. I don't know.
We do not be wilding, man.
We just have to give our truth, bro.
Yeah, man. Our truth. bro.
Actually, speaking of that, great segue. Have you guys seen the Michael Beasley interview on the Pivot podcast?
Nah, I haven't.
Part of it.
I haven't
Bro,
seen it.
I almost cried during that interview.
Really?
That it was. I felt. I'm very empathetic, but I felt him when he was talking. But he said something that was so real and so. Like I had to rewind him saying that like 3 times, bro. He said, a lot of times, people ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asking a lot of celebrities and a lot of people for different like advice and help, and he was
Uh-huh.
getting it. And he said when he was a kid, he grew up, poor, didn't have very much. He said, we don't notice people like. He said we got all these different celebrities and things like that. He said, you could see somebody going down the wrong path, and we hear it in their music, and we ain't gonna really care till they get shot. So like he said, what if somebody gets shot? He said, hey, go get that person to the doctor or take that person to the hospital. He said, but we see people hungry. Ain't nobody say, hey, yo, get that person some food.
Huh.
Or, yo, he ain't got nowhere to live and no money. Hey, go get that person some money.
Uh-huh.
He said, we got the capability to do it. And he said, what does it take for a person to be metaphorically shot before they go off the deep end? He was just talking about his experience. And I was like, bro, that's real. Like, we're only willing to care
After the fact,
even though we can see what's going on, and this person is asking for help in so many different ways. But we don't really care. We just watch the fire burning.
Well, yeah, because we live in a generation of spectators. That's why
crazy.
World Star is what it is, because people will
That's
pull
why a
out
lot of
their
these
phones.
platforms are what they are, man.
That's because people will pull out their phones and record and take pictures instead of calling for help and getting,
Mhm.
the necessary people there, or the necessary help for those who are hurting or going through it or dealing with whatever it is it may be.
Yeah. We've been as the human race has really been desensitized for decades.
Well, internet.
know what I mean? Mhm.
Well, TV too.
Yeah.
It just with less and less filters.
Yes.
With less and less filters, we see more and more. So, remember, like, things used to be rated R and NC-17 and all that type of stuff, and now it's like there's a lot of stuff you see now that I remember when we was growing up.
You can see
That
on
was
TV.
late night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the way people are cussing on TV now, that was
It's
never
regular.
TV,
Yeah,
like
right. So you just have
sex,
to,
all of
like,
that stuff.
all
Yeah.
of these, all the less filters there are, the more we are exposed to. So the more we are exposed to, the more we see on the regular. See on the regular, we start to deem it
Normalize
as
it.
regular.
Normalize
You know what's weird about that? All of the things that we're exposed to, there still seems to be this weird debate where I kind of agree with, some of the older generations where you're exposed to all of this stuff where you're desensitized. It feels like you're desensitized with the wrong things, but you're hypersensitive over certain things. Now that might take a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because everybody wants to be woke and, care
I
about
hate
something. And
fucking woke. I hate that, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
and crusade for something and
Mhm.
be aware of other people's feelings without actually, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
being aware of other people's feelings. It's kind of funny. So
Yeah.
everybody is overly sensitive and emotional about all type of topics, but they're not really the things that are important.
Right.
And the reason they do that, because the things that really are important are also hot topics. They're hot issues. They're hot
Yeah.
buttons. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're really actually sensitive topics that will create heated debates and things of that nature.
Mhm.
And they don't really want to. They don't really want to be on that hype. They
Right.
just want to look like they're
Right.
about something. So
That makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna have to cover that, man. We really got to get into that, man, because that's something that I don't think is talked about enough.
what the overly sensitive, desensitized.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we can go on for.
we can go on.
You see how I hit him with the title?
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
yeah. You better stay tuned, shit, because that's what we do, man.
Yeah, that was
Anything else before we get out of here?
Did we already see what's coming up with the new sneakers?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Oh yeah, you said you
Oh man.
not
Stuff been dropping though. Oh, I don't know though. No clue.
you don't pay attention no more.
Not really.
Basically, what he's saying is,
It's over, Rover.
go ahead. You don't. I thought you was gonna say something.
No. I was going. Oh, because usually we
No,
go
you
over
was
new
clearing your
music
throat and
stuff, but I
everything
was
like that.
I'm gonna just wait. Usually we go next time. We'll do some new music.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in to the Notion Podcast. This is your boy Dizzy D Spill here with my co-host in the building,
Chef Poe.
Jelani Evans.
and until next time, peace.